Okay, guys, today I would like to talk about designing for automation. And it's a small session. And I hope after this session, we will focus more on automation during our design thinking stage, yeah, or problem, shaping up stage, learning the problems of our users. So today we will go through some questions and I'll try to answer them. The first one is we'll learn what is automation. I hope all of us know about this, but I think we will get more information, right? With different examples of products. And I will also explain why this session, and also we will know the reason why products should be automated, and we will also learn some things, areas which not to automate. So it's best to work human with similar areas, and we will also learn automation design principles, and we will also learn where to start automating products. The last one is not required. It's an optional. If you will have time for 15-20 minutes, we can brainstorm possible ideas in our products, where we can automate or where we can start researching on automating. So let's get started with the first one. What is automation? Automation is when a process can be performed with minimum human help, right? This technology has revolutionized industries and plays a big role in the complex products we create and use in our daily life. We can see a lot of automated products around us, and there is a Murphy's law, and it says anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Here, it means if there is more one way to do a job, and one of those ways will result in disaster, then somebody will do that job that way. Here we can rephrase Murphy's law. Anything that can be automated will be automated. We already started seeing this in our daily life, and automation is happening all around us in big and small ways. For example, Amazon is already using robots, to move and stack bins in warehouses. So instead of human, they are using robots, and with that way they are saving time, resources, and money. Another example, Amazon Go. So they replaced human with automated cash systems, right? So if you visit Amazon supermarket, no need to stay in the big queue, and no need to interact with cashiers, right? It's also another example for, this can be another example for automated process. And self-driving cars, or Tesla, autopilot. It requires some attention, but they also, we can say it's automated. So the system can drive, the vehicle, the machine, without human help, or with requiring minimum human help. And this is the science behind this autopilot feature. So how the system sees the objects around it, cars, buildings. And another example is chatbots, or bots. I think a lot of websites, a lot of products are using this method in our daily life in these days. Or another example is from OLX. If you open OLX and if you want to add your advertisement, when you type title, it automatically suggests the category. It automatically chooses it, right? If you write iPhone or Samsung Galaxy, it will show a mobile phones category. Another example is Gmail. I think Gmail in 2018, they announced new email writing machine learning feature. So you during writing an email, it automatically suggests the text, and you can select it and you can send it easily. So these were some examples for automated products in our daily life. If you have any other examples, you can share them. We can talk about them. Okay. Now let me explain why this training. I wanted we designers and engineers, also product managers, start thinking about automating processes, and asking questions like during researching, and if you after learning the problem statement, and while thinking on the design solution, asking similar questions like, will it help to the customers if we automate this process? And then can we automate this process? Do we have enough resources? And can we do it? And if we answer yes, then the next question, if we automate it, will it bring higher value than it costs? So we always spend the resources on building something. We spend money, spend our time, and the value which the feature brings, the product brings, should be higher than its cost. And the next question is, if yes, how can you automate this process? So including the main reason was asking these questions during thinking about design solution. So the next question is, why should the products be automated? So there are a lot of reasons, for this question, a lot of answers. The first one is to increase productivity by reducing the time taken to perform repetitive tasks. And automated systems don't get bored. Imagine if you do the same job every day, you can get bored easily. So automated systems help to not get bored. And the next one is cost savings are also made by the reduction of training that staff will require. Historically, it could have taken a long time to train staff to do even the most repetitive of tasks. And a workforce is that is bored by repeatedly undertaking very repetitive tasks will actually be a happier workforce. Is not bored, I mean. So if you don't repeat, if you are not bored, you're happier. The next one is a happier workforce tends to be a more productive workforce, because they are not stressed by their work, and they have more relaxed and happier working environment. So these are some of the main reasons for automating the products, yeah, and to make easier people's life, our customers' life, yeah. And the next one is about not automating. So we talked about automating, and we'll talk about not automating. So every product can benefit from automation, but there should be careful considerations around when not to automate. For example, privacy, safety, and the sensitivity of the subject matter must also be factored into deciding whether or not automation is appropriate. Let's say a computer analyzes laboratory results, yeah, or laboratory test results, and automatically notifying the patient and telling them that they need to follow up with their doctor is possible. Automating this process is possible, but it's not recommended because that information can greatly upset the patient because machine can just pass this information to patient, but in this case humans are better, humans are best because they can explain this situation, yeah, and they can how can I say, calm down the patient. They can motivate the patient, and it's best in this case not to automate similar processes. That's why designers should always sorry, what's this? Okay. That's why designers should always be careful during recommending an automation solution. We always should think about the possible pros and cons, before suggesting an automated solution. The most important part: automation design principles. The first principle is displaying system status, transparency. Without understanding of what an automated system will do, what it's currently doing, or what's been done, users may not trust the system. That's why the system always should be visible. We should explore ways to educate users on what the system will do, and communicate its progress along the way. And once the system has finished a given task, we should indicate who completed the task, human or computer, and when the task was done, and displaying similar informations. And another a good example is Waymo's self-driving taxis, cabs. When you order a Waymo, it can deliver you from your location to your destination without any driver, and you always can see the system status during your trip. So if you look at this picture, it's shows how the system recognizes objects around it. For example, the cars behind it and yielding pedestrians. It shows the pedestrian cross, yeah, and the people. And also another important information is visible here. It's transparent. So another example, Gmail's I would say auto suggestion. Yeah, while typing, you can see suggested text in gray, and if you think it's correct, you can use it. If not, you can ignore it. So these are for examples transparent for transparency, for displaying system status. The second principle is it's also one of the most important principle. Support human-computer collaboration. Automated systems or automated products always should support human computer collaboration because it's also important when some part of a process it's important when some part of the process are more suited to a computer, whereas others are more appropriate for a human. For example, a computer can quickly process large amounts of data, but the human may be more adept at completing the final analysis when the results are inconclusive and need additional review. Yeah. And for instance, here it's a Lark AI coach. Yeah, it recommends human invention when health data requires additional evaluation by a medical provider. So here it shares the result. Yeah, it's AI coach app, and when you how to say reply, it takes an action, yeah, or it replies. So there is a collaboration. Another example is Intercom's chatbot. It asks question, yeah, and you can, when you answer, it goes to the next how to say, to the next it continues to the next step. So it is not automatically completing the task, yeah, blindly. It asks, there is an interaction between human and collaboration, I mean, between human and the system. And so the next and the last principle is adaptability, and it's allowing for human intervention. I mean, we always should users to make changes, even we automate the products, because it's also one of the most important principles of automation. So when system status and human collaboration are insufficient to produce an optimal outcome, the software should allow users to stop the process and manually intervene if they see something is wrong. For example, here Waymo allows human to take control of their vehicle because of a system failure or a traffic, weather, or road situation that requires human intervention. So it means if you order a Waymo car and during I don't know, snowy or too rainy weather, if you don't trust, you can easily manage. You can drive yourself. Or autopilot feature, yeah, you can, it automatically works, but you can anytime control it if you want, if you don't trust the system. That's why we always should allow to continue the users to complete their tasks. So these were automation design principles. While automating processes, we always should keep in mind these three principles. So next one is now we know what is automation, and we know why should the products be automated, and we know what should we automate, what shouldn't we, yeah, and we know automation design principles and where to start automating products. Okay, if we don't know how to start automate to automate our products, it's best to provide user research. User research helps designers understand their users' goal and challenges. For example, through user research sessions, we may observe users doing repetitive tasks which take time away from more productive work. Yeah. Automation may even be able to remove those tasks from the user's workflow. So yeah, the answer is user research, as always.